Welcome back to Fourth and Troll Fantasy.
I think we need to have a conversation about Jayden Daniels because
I think it's fair.
I think there's a chance. There's one of two things going on. They talked about it on the broadcast about how they want to protect him. They see they have a chance to go far in the playoffs. They see they have a chance to make a playoff run. Cliff has kind of said to him, we got to protect you, not letting him run as much. He has had 2 very down weeks in a row for his rushing upside. But Jayden Daniels is a 52-yard Hail Mary touchdown away from only having one of his last 5 games go over 16.2 fantasy points. And that's in 6-point passing touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be a conversation here. Like, if that ball doesn't get tipped and Noah Brown doesn't catch that, like, he has one game over 16 fantasy points in the last 5 games. And that's not starting caliber. Like, that's not a starting caliber quarterback for your fantasy football teams.
I didn't even consider that because someone even commented, because that week against the Bears, I said Jayden Daniels was a dud. And he was for 59 minutes and 53 seconds of that game. And then that Hail Mary catch. And someone commented, wasn't a dud, got like 18 points. And I was like, yeah, because we all saw this 50-yard Hail Mary touchdown happening. But that was a bad week. But I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until you start talking about it. And this has been a pretty bad stretch. And we are now in a conversation.
Really bad stretch, yeah.
Let me pull up just, I'm going to just pull up a random league of mine. I'm in 9, because I have healthy habits. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just pull up quarterbacks that are available. And, of course, Anthony Richardson is available right now because most people dropped him because he was benched. So
I'm not going to mess with that. But
right, but in just one league that I'm in, because I have Jayden Daniels.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is available. Stafford's available. Jameis Winston, Drake May, Will Levis. I mean... Caleb Williams.
Jameis is the one in that list that I'd probably consider. I'd still probably go Jayden Daniels on a weekly basis over most of those guys, but I'd consider Jameis.
Sure,
I'd probably consider Stafford. Stafford's had a down week last week, but
the Browns have a really rough schedule coming up, and Stafford, of course, with Puka and Cooper Kupp. Provided that what the Dolphins did to them on Monday night is not a sign, although they do have a really tough schedule.
They have a very hard schedule going forward.
Stupid, difficult,
especially for wide receivers. I mean, luckily Kupp and Nakua are kind of like almost matchup proof, but
because of the PPR volume. So if you're in PPR, you're set there. But the point being, there aren't a lot of quarterbacks to substitute Jayden Daniels for if you don't already have one. So So if Daniels is your only quarterback, like he is for me in that one league I just pulled up the quarterbacks available for, you're kind of stuck. Now you do have the rushing upside, which helps, but they do play. I meant the Commanders play the Cowboys next week. So there's a chance that Daniels does kind of bounce back and have a really solid game, which is fine. But it is worth having a conversation. I think we forgot he's a rookie. The way he's been playing, so clearly rookie of the year.
Record,
but we were toying with the idea that he could be like an MVP. He could be the first rookie MVP since Jim Brown, and we're just figuring out like how good is this guy. So I think it's totally fair to question if Jayden Daniels should be benched in your fantasy lineup.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable question right now.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I drafted Kyler. I also drafted Jayden Daniels. I'll be starting Kyler moving forward. Like I will be making that shift and feel pretty good about it, to be honest. Like that'll be a pretty easy one for me. It's just been too disappointing I can't really fault actually. So I said those last 5 games. The one of them was the game he did get hurt in, but that still he's a Hail Mary away from 3 of his last 4 being less than 16 and a half fantasy points. And that's not really what you want to consider. They've been tough matchups for sure. Chicago, Pittsburgh, and Philly. So maybe it's a conversation, next week he gets Dallas. Maybe it's a conversation of Kyler versus Jayden there, but I think I'd probably feel better going Kyler. If I'm being honest.
You should, just for you personally, because after this bye week that we're here at week 11, it's Seahawks, Vikings, Seahawks, Patriots, Panthers, Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyler should dominate.
Yeah,
from there on out. And we had that conversation with Marvin Harrison about, Fluker for real, is this a problem? And then we looked at the schedule and was like, oh, dude, Cardinals are in a great spot. So, yeah, I don't know, if someone sent me an offer for Jayden Daniels for whatever reason, I would definitely consider it. I don't know who's going to offer that trade, but maybe you package him and try to get someone. I don't know.
Trade him, yeah.
But it's so, yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make a trade.
I'll give you Don Achan. How about that? Straight up.
Deal.
No,
Great.
I'll include Debo and everybody on my team because Jayden
This
Daniels
isn't collusion at all. If you're in our league, divert your ears.
Yeah,